Ant-Man tells the tale of an older Hank Pym that has developed the Ant-Man suit and has been ousted from his company because he doesn't want to share that technology with anybody. Now, he has realized that the company is also trying to re-engineer that same technology, but they're not doing it as well, and he wants to stop them from getting that technology because he believes that that technology of the Ant-Man suit can be used for evil. So he recruits a younger person, played by Paul Rudd, to take on the Ant-Man mantle and go in, get the technology, and just stop it from happening. Positives. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym was really good in this movie. He just brought it to that other level. Evangeline Lilly as his daughter, yeah, I liked her too. I mean, let's face it, she's a gorgeous woman. Paul Rudd and his supporting cast all around him, like the guys that help him out, was all really, really cool. I like, the nice dynamics that they had in between each other. Okay, negatives. They do gloss over a lot of some of the technologies that are happening on in the background. Some stuff you see once and then you never see it again. Like he has this gun that shrinks people, but the bad guy never uses that again, which is shocking because he has the Yellow Jacket suit in it, and it seems like that gun would have been more useful than some of the lasers that he was using. But, whatever. That's just a little bit of a nitpick. The other bad thing is that there was a little bit of a pacing issue in the sense that it felt like it could have been just a little bit tighter for people who are not huge fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They may find it just a bit too long, but if you are a huge fan, then it's not going to bother you at all. My score sheet. Let's talk about the rankings. Acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points each. As I said, for Michael Douglas and Evangeline Lilly. The bad guy, Corey Stoll, also brought it. So for that, I gave it a 1.5 out of 2 for acting. The directing, yeah, there was a few pacing issues, but, there was a nice mix of dramatic sequences with comedy. And, yeah, people were laughing in the theater that I saw it in. Like, a couple of times. More than a couple times. Okay, so for that, I gave the directing 1.5 out of 2. The story, it was okay. It's not something that I'm going to rush out and go see again. I'm definitely not going to be turned away from it if it's on TV again or whatever. So for that, I give it 1.5 as well, because it does have some interesting qualities to it when it comes to its tie-ins with the Avengers. 1.5 for the story. Cinematography, as I said in the positives, is one of the highlights, especially when he starts to shrink down and get big again, and you see a lot of the cinematography and the pipes and all that stuff was actually really well done. For that, the cinematography and the score are out of 1 point each. I gave the cinematography a full point. As far as the score, well, nothing really stood out to me. But I hear some people really like the score. I can't remember or recall a piece in it right now, so for that I gave it a 0.5 for the score. Moving on to the watchable factor, yeah, this movie is highly pleasurable. As I said, you could watch this more than once, but it's not competing for one of the best movies of the year, at least in my books. It's good. It's a good movie. So for that, I give it a 1.5 out of 2 for the watchable factor. Okay, adding all that up, if I've done my math correctly, that is a 7.5 for Ant-Man, which I believe is a realistic score. Okay, if you liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And man, I gotta get out of here because it's plus 30 outside with a high humidex, which means in here with all these lights on, it's probably like plus 40, and I've got a jacket on.